What up, Acheron family? And good to see you. Welcome to another edition of the 24 Standards of Acheron. And today is standard number 20, which is win-win is the goal. If you look up, you can see our vision, like what's our big vision of what we're really trying to accomplish here at Acheron. And it's to change the auto industry for the better, right? Change this whole big, old school business, from the manufacturing process to the dealers to everything that comes along with it, to change this whole industry for the better. And how do we do that? All right, what do we do day to day to change that? What do we do here at Acheron that's going to change that? So we start that by our mission. And our mission is to achieve, what is it? To achieve win-win transactions consistently, time after time, moment after moment, day after day. Not just once, not just twice, but the long haul. And I first learned about win-win. I didn't know what win-win meant. It was kind of a foreign concept to me. And I remember I had this deal one time that I shared with my mentor. I met with him Thursday morning, and I told him about this really cool deal that I had, this new account, and how much money we made off this account and how excited I was. Well, he listened to me. And after he listened, he looked at me and goes, "That sounds like a shady, dishonest deal." I'm like, "What do you mean, shady, dishonest deal?" He goes, "That sounds like you were probably stealing from the company, and sounds like it benefited you, but it did not benefit the company." And I was all offended. I'm like, "What do you mean stealing? I don't steal. I don't live that way. I'm not that way anymore." And he goes, "Well, think about it. If you benefited that much, did the company that did the deal with you, did they benefit?" And I was like, what's the point? Why do I have to worry about if the company benefited? And he looked at me and he goes, "Business, life, relationships, anything meaningful and worth having, if you're going to play the long game, if you want quality in your life, you have to think win-win in everything that you do." So it really opened up my eyes when it was something that was so foreign to me. I was always taught, hey, what do I do to get mine? I only think about me. Very rarely, before we adopted this mission, like win-win wasn't even a thing for me. So if you think about this, no matter what customer comes on the lot, no matter what vendor we interact with, no matter our coworkers, if you start to think along those lines of win-win, it puts you on a whole different playing field, because you start to care about who's on the other side of the equation. And win-win just doesn't mean that, a customer's always right and we just have to give them away everything for free. I mean, and they get what they want. That's not win-win. It's actually win-lose. But win-win means I'm going to help this customer, I'm going to serve this customer while protecting the best interests of the company. So the company can be profitable, so the company can endure, so the company can stick around for the long haul. And it's the same whether if you're an employee role or whatever. If we start thinking, is what I'm doing benefiting the company just as much as the company benefiting me? Like, if we can start to answer those questions to our satisfaction, that's when greatness happens. That's when great things happen. That's when long-term success comes. And same with that company. The company has to think, am I really benefiting this employee? Or is that employee just benefiting us? Because if it's slanted the other way, then the responsibility for the company it's slanted also. It's stealing. So here's my call to action for you guys today. In everything that you do, and I'm going to take this to heart too, everything that I do, everything that you do, look, is it benefiting me just as much as it's benefiting the other person on the other end? Is this relationship I have with my company, my coworker, my wife, my children, is it truly a win-win? Thanks for listening, y'all. Peace.